Right now, that should be set to the right thing here. All right, so welcome back to another stream. We got well, 3 tornado warnings going on right now. One of them is about to expire out with the next 5 minutes, which is that tornado warning over Casey, Illinois, which had a bit of a hook on it earlier, but right now it doesn't have. I mean, it still probably has some curvature on it, but doesn't have the kind of super solid look that we see on the southern one here over Yale, Illinois. And we have a new tornado warning to the south here in Illinois. Let me turn up the this. Okay, there we go. So we have 3 tornado warnings going on right now. Radar Omega is breaking. That's not surprising at all at this point. But yeah, for this one, you got Lands, Villas, Hardinville, Greenbrier, New Hebron, Flat Rock, and Stoy, Illinois. With this particular tornado warning, so if you're in this area, make sure you get your safe place. These 2 cells. This one here and this one here. All right, I would say are probably the most concerning in terms of a tornado threat, since they're for the most part discreet. Especially this one here. This one's trying to form a hook. This one has had a hook on it for a little while. It's been moving between not having a hook and a hook. Uh, from what I saw earlier, I think it was Brand Copic stream when I was watching. It did have a bit of a lowering on it with a wall cloud, but as far as I'm aware, it didn't produce anything. There's also another thing we gotta watch out west as well. There's like a cold front dry line kind of like cold front dry line front over here that could initiate some more storms later this evening. Will be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah. Oh, and we also have a extension as tornado warning here for Martinsville, Marshall, Needmore, Walnut Prairie, and Weaver. Which I mean, there's rotation in there, but I mean it's not the world's tightest area rotation. A lot of these so far haven't had too much of a tight rotation on them. Yo, just missed you on Discord about 6 minutes ago. I'm guessing it. How am I see here? There's tornado warning, and then you circle the tornado warning. Amazing, amazing messages. Amazing. Just yeah. I don't know. Some prefrontals on the east and northeast side of this as well. And radar magus breaking. Okay, time to go over to weatherwise, which I probably should have it on in the first place. All right. Oh, this just went observed. So we now have a confirmed tornado on this supercell here. That was quick as well from when it was when this was issued with the severe thunderstorm warning. 17. Wait, hold on. I could actually take a look. So 17 minutes ago, this was issued with a severe thunderstorm warning, and then the tornado warning was observed. Well, the tornado warning was observed a minute ago, but the tornado warning itself was issued like 5 minutes ago. See where that's at. We got County Highway 18, and that's. I see. We got North 1000th Street. That is quite a name. Uh, Warning. That warning just got updated. Still got a bit of rotation on that. So far we have 3 tornado warning. Well, this is okay. That just expired out. So technically we have what 4 tornado warnings? Actually, 2 of them just expired out. So technically 3. Calling each other on Discord. I was gonna say because we have tried that. I was gonna say we have tried that before with your stream, but that was when your mic was absolutely just breaking itself like no tomorrow. I don't know how or why your mic was doing that, but yeah. Oh, that is quite a hook on this thing. Trying to see if I can get a clear like visual on the velocities here, which the velocities would be this right here, because this right here, just like this blob of like orange yellow is like side lobe contamination. You're on a different PC. Like trying to. I mean, we could definitely try uh the I don't know the what the hell, I'm blanking on a thing, Discord thing. But then I gotta be honest, it's at the same time not really my cup of tea, to be honest. I don't know. My audio. Okay, yes, my audio, my headset is working. I'm like, new earbud mic, and you're at the library. As that is definitely a place to do a live coverage, I guess. I don't know. Who's closest to this? Brandon Copics over there. We got Brandon Montgomery there. Definitely don't have as much of like this look to the Supercell as it did a couple. Well, I say a couple frames, but like a frame ago. Still got observe tornado tag. We'll see what happens for the next couple minutes or so. I think this was radar indicated. Oh no, this is Weather Spire confirmed actually. Because I'm like, this was either uh confirmed by Weather Spiders or confirmed by radar. Which radar didn't seem to have as much of an impressive look to the CC. Although if I go back a little bit here, I wish well, I don't have subscription yet for weatherwise, but I wish I could do split, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Split screen. Let me look at Radar Omega to see how well CC was picked up on that. Oh yeah, it was a little bit of actually CC that was picked up. Not the like deepest of the deep. Oh yeah, so yeah, there we go. Now radar just updated, and you have a bit more of a shrimp looking. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a shrimp look to it, I guess, with the hook. Let's see, because I think this is. Oh wait, we got Indianapolis right here. We have kind of a radar gap in this area. So like the closest radar is literally gonna be, at least for the cell it's producing a tornado right now. It's literally gonna be in Evansville or the one in Indianapolis. It's kind of like cells are kind of in between radars right now. And we got an update on this. This either an update just now, first 22 minutes with tornado pops tag and course ties hail and 6 mile per hour winds being possible. Also, another thing too. There have been some wildfires going on in both Oklahoma and also Texas. Let me actually, 1 second, pull up watch duty. All right, here we go. So here's watch duty, and right now we actually have another fire, the morning fire here. 821 acres, and then the biggest one right now when it comes to a wildfire, which is a Ranger Road fire, with almost being at this point, it has been updated with it has been updated a while, but wouldn't be surprised if it's at like 300,000 in terms of acres that were burnt. You got 8 Ball Fire, which is almost at probably 15,000 at this point. The Lavender Fire is almost at 20,000. So we got some big fires going on now in that way. All right, and we got another update to this, which is still observe tag. Don't have as much of a hook at this point, so there's a chance that this could be going outflow dominant since it doesn't have any nudgers on the backside of it. Party Cheese VR, bro. He always joins. I am not sure. Maybe he'll join later. We'll see, I guess. Because I mean, he is, if I remember correctly, he is in the tornado watch right now. Can we try the Ryan Hall thing? I was gonna say because Max Velocity does the same thing with well, both of them do the thing where someone's in the where they have a call going on. I guess I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I guess we could try that. There we go. Oh, this just went PDS. This, yeah, PDS. So this is a PDS tornado warning for Palestine, New Hebron, Duncanville, Flat Rock, Moria, and Richwoods, Illinois. We zoom in a little bit. You got Robinson. I think that's Gordon, Illinois as well. That's in there. I was gonna say I was gonna say for I gotta set up a specific audio thing because the way I have my audio settings on OBS for like specific applications. So if I don't like absolutely blast audio from like YouTube or something onto the stream.
Bro, I do it on OBS as well.
Right, there we go. That should now be set up with Discord audio. All right.
I think I can hear myself now. All right, so there looks to be a little bit of debris here. Otherwise,
So would not be surprised considering we do have a tornado on the ground.
I love the echo.
So first PDS tornado warning update. This is the one thing that there's a reason why the SBC put out a 10% significant severe for tornadoes today, and this is one of the reasons why for a strong tornado that's right now on the ground.
uh, I would not be shocked if this goes tornado emergency because like get a storm track on this.
We'll have to watch and see what they do with this tornado warning because they could straight up just continue it as a PDS tornado warning.
Oh, let's see. I went out like with the storm track to 124 miles for no reason. Oh, I think like the nearest. I think like all of them might be hit.
No, like a bit of hiccup there. I don't even know if that was even like a hiccup. That was more like a. I think that was more like a something between a burp and a hiccup.
no issue weather-wise would just let me use the color code thing. I would be able to tell the difference between a tornado warning.
I was gonna say because they do have the obviously if you get their the plus they allow you to change the colors between the tornado warnings, which I don't know why. That's kind of a weird thing to lock behind plus, but okay.
It just went down from PDS.
All right, so they took it down to just regular observed. That's now on that tornado warnings on the Indiana side now with Carlisle, Paxton, and New Lebanon. Be nice if I can spell.
Yeah. Hey, can you make my audio a little bit louder? Sorry, bro.
I just kind of trying to tweak it a little bit here. Hold on. I don't know if that I don't know how much louder that'll be now, but
Eh,
yeah.
don't care.
All right, so we got
Uh,
other
I'll
than
let
the
you
one
do
on the
a regular
backside
call.
here. We got 13 minutes, 28 minutes. We got two 20 warnings that are going for another 13 minutes. We got the PDS one is obviously gonna be going for a long while compared to the others. Still got quite the hook on us. Super warned Cell right now. It's going over Duncanville. So I'm looking at Brandon Kopic stream on the side here. Yeah, this if there's still a tornado underground, yeah, this seems to be difficult to spot because
Yeah.
there's just so much rain.
Ooh. That it? Good God Almighty. Uh, according to IM Bot Monitor, a train spotter reported a tornado.
Yeah, that's gonna say that's what it said on the one well, one of them on here was emergency management confirmed as well apparently. Although that's weather-wise, so I don't know. Wow, amazing! The first I load up IEM bot, and the first thing I see, the first three things I see is Chicago Midway, Chicago Executive Airport, and Chicago O'Hare for temperature and precipitation reports.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway,
Bo just
right.
casually singing, or not even singing, humming.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway,
Got itch on my back. I still got obviously PDS tornado warning still going. We'll see what they do within the next. I would say probably. Well, since the tornado, PDS tornado warning is going for another 40 minutes still. Probably see what it will be changed to within probably the next 20 minutes. I would say because they did issue the other one for just regular observed. And they actually went from I think this half-dollar size hail to actually golf ball size hail as
I
well
just
on the
noticed
next
that.
tornado warning. So not only is this producing a tornado, this is also producing a large hail, or at least damaging hail. Not well, I mean it's pretty sizable hail, but it's not like super large hail that we see in like the plains over here. Also, this is another thing too. This is the first PDS tornado warning in a while, and also first enhanced in a while as well. So the last time we had an enhanced risk was back last year in September.
First PDS of the year, first enhanced of the year.
Pretty much, yeah.
We got a severe thunderstorm warning out in western Kentucky and West Virginia. Myself.
All right, apparently that tornado warning completely just got who needed. Apparently, okay.
Oh,
So they canceled out that tornado warning. They
oof,
issued a new tornado warning though, just north of that one on Indiana side here
oof.
for Riverview Dodds Bridge. I was about to say, trying to not say Dodge Bridge.
I'm my brain around like four things right now. Oh, there's like a tornado warning on the back. I think it's about 6 minutes.
I'm surprised they didn't cancel out that one, but they did cancel out the one that's PDS warrant. That was PDS warrant, I should say. I guess they're letting the one on the back expire out. I guess. And we got another severe thunderstorm warning. But that does not have a tornado pause tag. It is for 6 mile per hour winds and half-dollar size hail.
So you said that, I was about to click weatherway, and then it went oof.
So they just issued another tornado warning on this area here, where the PDS tornado warning was for Palestine, Richwoods, and Gordon, Illinois, which they are keeping it as observed. Source emergency management confirmed tornado. this one's definitely just outflowing wind on that one. If it a bit more. Actually, I want to take a look at where is. Oh, I need to put that there. Let's see here. Global lapse rates are up there. These storms are starting to get probably just north of that warm front, probably, or are at least heading towards north of that warm front. 'Cause I think when it comes to at least for these storms here, the main thing that's kind of supporting these storms is the shear in the environment compared to the instability and also vorticity. Okay, so now they're letting this. Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, they're the storm that has moved out of this. The storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the area. No, really. And we have another tornado warning that is now radar indicated. Not radar. Well, I think it is. Yeah,
Well,
radar indicated, confirmed. Or no, weather spotter confirmed.
yo,
What's up?
I'm gonna try something real quick.
All right. Good. So this tornado warning is now observed. So we have two, actually, well, technically three tornado warnings that are observed right now, but one's an extension of another. If we still, because I mean, this still has observed on it, but if we still do indeed have a tornado on this thing, this is now crossing over into Indiana at this point, going towards, what is this airport? Man Airport in Indiana.
No traffic cameras in this area.
There was, that's interesting over here. Cell near
There's no,
Brookville and Hunt City has a little bit of a hook on it with all the mergers that just went through. We'll see if that sustains itself at all. And they just condensed that tornado warning. Still radar indicated on that one.
This is why you should never drive on ponding road on roads that have ponding on them.
As I say, I'm guessing
Alright,
people are driving on flooded roads right now.
Cartercroft, Cartercroft being Cartercroft.
Yeah, I just switched over to Connor Croft stream. Yeah, someone. Yeah, I just saw a car that just went right through the water.
Switch it over to the kind radar. Because Indianapolis's radar gives you with the K and not the K.
Yeah, yeah.
And this tornado warning is now back down to radar indicated. The one that went PDS earlier.
It's and then I wonder if they're gonna cancel out the one just to the west of that because that has the observe tag on it. But since they took it down to radar indicated, it probably will. We'll see what happens in the next couple minutes or so. I am kind of curious what they're gonna do with the one that's also observed tagged just in the north of that because it's basically like the same thing where to half it like on the Illinois side it's on the Illinois side it's observed, but on the Indiana side it's not.
Like Illinois something. It's like Illinois knows something. Indiana does not.
I have a little bit of rotation still left in there. Salsa North aren't super impressive to be honest when it comes to any rotation, other than maybe the one near Prairieton right now. But I still got two observed tag tornado warnings right now. This one has not been canceled out yet. So is this gonna be another case where they're just got? I'm guessing they're just letting it expire, or what is going on here? The cell that is severe thunderstorm warned right now, southwest of Minneapolis, has a bit of a hook on it right now.
New tornado warning.
To be I'm guessing it's the area for Doddsbridge and Fairbanks because that one kind of flashed. Trying to see if we got what we got going on over here out west. Not a ton firing up other than a three little like blobs out there right now. Although I do wish there was better radar coverage between Illinois, like Western Illinois, all that. I know Western Illinois technically has a radar which is accessible on Radar Omega, but it's not very good, and it's actually not even operating right now.
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning near Indianapolis on the reflectivity has a hook.
Yeah,
On the
that's the one I'm kind of watching out right now for. See, I mean, there's definitely a chance down the line it ends up being tornado warned. All right, so we no longer have any tornado warnings with confirmed on them. I was kind of waiting for all the confirmed tornado warnings to go away. As far as the couple of them stayed for that long, but yeah. All right, we got new tornado warning now, which includes same areas of New Lebanon and Paxton, but does not include Sullivan, Baker, Gilmore,
Dolphin,
Cass, Island City, and Bucktown.
we go to Sullivan, Glendora, Baker, Grainsville, Paxton, Clinton, Midland.
Looks like pretty much, except for a couple of them, pretty much all our tornado warnings at this point are on the Indiana side. And the cell that we had a PDS tornado warning on, it lost its hook, but it's starting to regain that again. So we'll have to see if it does end up recycling and produce another tornado here. Although I just saw a tweet from Freddie McKinney. Weak tornado intercepted moments ago near Duncanville, which was all the way back here. So that was a while back.
It is observed.
Yep, that just went. Yep, that just went observed. Kind of figured it would produce another tornado. And looking between, let's see, is reflectivity and all that updated? Because that might be clear air contamination in there. Our velocity for a tornado will be back here. So we may have a tiny little CC drop in there. Just gotta circle again. I keep forgetting that when you draw stuff, it actually stays there, unlike Radar Omega. Waiting for this to update. I think we did just I mean, we're only 2 minutes behind, but I mean we're relatively up to date at this point. We'll have to see on the next scan here what it looks like. Why is the software for my keyboard up? Emergency management confirmed tornado. 16. This was confirmed located near Sylvan or 16 miles east of Robinson, moving at 35 miles per hour. So got velocities I think are behind right now, but we do at least can tell where that tornado is at since we have that hook right here. And this is the same cell that produced the PDS tornado earlier.
Holy
So this
shit, it
is
does look
so this I mean this basically did a recycle and produced another tornado. Which once again, if you're in a tornado warning state, make sure you do get to your safe place, whether it be interior part of building or home or most or the lowest part of building or home.
I would also be live, but my mic situation sucks.
I think both of okay, so we have one tornado warning that expired out on the Illinois side. There's one of them that still going for another 16 minutes that probably will be canceled out soon here. And also that cell that popped up earlier near Hunt City, yeah, that I mean, kind of figured it would kind of fizzle out considering it doesn't really have a lot of mergers helping it sustain itself. This is going right towards Pat. This is actually probably going right through Pat, the parts of Paxton here, going towards Stringtown and Duggar. So keep an eye on that cell that's southwest of Indianapolis, which it's been kind of trying to maintain a hook, but I mean definitely does not have the hook that we see right now with the tornado warm storm that's currently as of right now producing a tornado.
the water, boat on the track. Right.
Bro, just casually singing. All right, we no longer have any tornado warnings on the Illinois side, so now all of our tornado warnings are on the Indiana side here.
And now it looks like I might be under a marginal risk tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a marginal risk tomorrow, and also what's today? Thursday. So tomorrow, Friday, and then also Saturday. Which, okay, I don't know if it's just not loading or there's legit. Okay, there's legitimately what they have outlined for marginal risk tomorrow is hail. I'm like, I'm surprised. I was like, okay, there's definitely gonna be more, but apparently not. Okay. Although that could change within the next few hours or so, with or at least within the next few Outlook updates.
What radar are you using?
Right now the radar I'm using is the Evansville radar. I do want to take a look at the Indianapolis radar, but honestly, the Indianapolis radar doesn't exactly have the best view of this supercell right now compared to the Evansville one. A severe thunderstorm warning up here. No tornado pause tag. Mainly wind threat out of this one up here near Clinton and Rockville, Indiana. That Southwest Indianapolis kind of doesn't. I'm be honest, doesn't really have much of a
New
hook at this
tornado
point.
warning.
Oh, there is a new tornado warning. Yeah, it's out over near Mount Vernon, Illinois. And this is one of the cells that fired off of the dry line cold front combo over here. That rotation be right over Boyd and Jefferson City. And this is, well, actually, I don't. This would be between both the St. Louis radar and also the Evansville radar. And way
Is
south
it
of the.
Nashville, Illinois?
Indeed, there is, yeah.
The only Nashville will be in Tennessee.
I was gonna say you'd be surprised at how many times a certain name gets used around the U.S. when it comes to names. Like you have like one town name that's the same as another town. Well, basically a copy of the same town name in another state and another state.
There's
Back to
something wrong with
the
the
cell right now. It still has observe tag on it, which still maintaining its hook still. Although there's a chance it might be trying to go outflow dominant compared to having an inflow. But we'll have to watch and see what happens with the next, I'd say, 20 minutes or so.
there's something going on with the Evansville radar, bro. In the Indianapolis, because it's showing one fart is 98 miles per hour in wind speed.
I was gonna say that would be wind speeds aloft because at this point the because when a radar beam, especially out this far, I mean it's pretty up there for the most part. I don't know how far up it is out this far though. I'm gonna load up GR2 because I know on GR2 I can look at the storm reports. Apparently there was a quarter-sized hail, quarter-sized hail, quarter-sized hail port over just west of Flat Rock. That looks like rotational loft on that one, potentially over near Pleasant Mountain, Tamalco, Illinois. Still got 420 warnings still going on. Two of them, well, actually one of them in Illinois. Three of them in Indiana. The tornado warning cell that still has observed tag and is still producing damaging hail, golf ball size. Wouldn't be surprised if we had maybe some that were even larger than that, because sometimes you can have larger hailstones than what it says. Probably load up. Where is? I think it's. I know there's vertically integrated liquid, but that's mainly to show where your updrafts is, and not necessarily. I mean, it could both be both rain and hail. Specific differential, I think.
New tornado warning.
New tornado warning. Yep. Okay. See it. That's all the way up here. That's all the way up here. You got Spring Hill, Allendale, Riley, Corey, Art, Twin Beach, Steelyville, and Brazil, Indiana. Apparently, 28 as of 28 minutes ago, I just saw a post from ioweather.com. 4:35 p.m. Thursday. Interstate 80 is blocked in both directions in Council Bluffs, Iowa, at Madison Avenue due to multi-vehicle crash. And where is Council Bluffs? I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh right, yeah, it's east of Omaha. I feel like I should have remembered that, considering I literally went to Omaha over the summer last year. Yeah, it's snowing there.
Omaha. Just a little bit bored.
I got
Need thunderstorm warning.
severe thunderstorm warning for course I sail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Got one tornado warning is expire within the next 3 minutes. Once again, most of our severe activity happening over Indiana. Still gotta watch for the secondary threat out in Illinois, southern Illinois, south central Illinois.
Might be some debris on this. They observed one. New tornado warning.
So the one tornado warning that's over near Fairbanks, that's being allowed to expire within the next 2 minutes. And then let me go back over to
We got
Illinois where the new tornado warning was issued.
New York.
And that's before Foxville, Kell, Uniontown, and Hickory Hill in Illinois.
How do you? I'd go to CC, the one that's observed.
As I say, because this is where the tornado would be at right here. This would be clear air contamination right where Ellis is at. Although we haven't had, as far as I'm aware, haven't had a radar update quite yet. Although I think we just actually did have. Oh no, wait. Okay, yeah, I did just update about. I actually did update a minute ago. Actually, still watching that particular area here. I'm gonna go to radar omega real quick so I can use the high res storm relative velocity. Yeah, we have like the slightest little tiny velocity and also a debris signature in there.
Severe thunderstorm warning.
Another one. And that's the one cell that's going towards Indianapolis, which looks like it's trying to regain back its hook it had earlier.
The heck? The heck happened?
What did happen on your side?
Oot. Alright, there we go. New tornado warning.
Yep, there we go. New tornado warning, and it's down to radar indicated at this point, looks like. Although my guess is they're waiting to. My guess is they're gonna upgrade that to observed if we still do indeed have a tornado underground. But for this particular tornado warning, we got Switz City, Bloomfield,
Warning.
Tulip. We got Worthington, Farmers, Lone Tree, and Brunswick, Indiana. Area rotation would be back in Ellis and Hoosier, Indiana. They took that down to radar indicated as well. So we no longer have a confirmed tornado at this point, at least as of right now.
New Zealand thunderstorm warning.
And that's gonna be back over in Illinois for hail and wind, golf ball size hail and 60 mile per hour winds. Oh, also I do have the Storm Spotter network on weatherwise. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of people able to see this thing, and this is, I mean, probably this one cell that everyone's gonna be following for a while, probably considering this thing has produced tornadoes twice. So I got a bit of a hook on this cell over back southwest Indianapolis, but it more than likely right now still mainly outflow dominant, but still something to watch for in case this does end up producing anything. But I do think that what could happen though if these storms to the west of it do end up uh just getting just the west of it, it could basically nudge it into producing one. Check it back on this cell over here because this one I know has been born for a while at this point. Yeah, definitely starting to see more storms starting to fire off the front here. Actually got a bit of like pop ups here, so that those could be definitely something to watch for. Once again, that secondary threat is definitely gonna be another concern. Once we get a little bit more into the evening hours, I would say it's probably around 8 o'clock, depending.
I'll probably be leaving in a few minutes.
Right?
Oh, thanks. Hey, yeah, I don't know. Holy hail core. We're like recording over an inch of hail around the Midland area.
Holy,
Well, 1.41.
as definitely a chonker of a hailstone.
This is the estimated size though. Oh, what it was.
who's closest to this in terms of storm chasers. I think most of the storm chasers are probably gonna be out in Illinois, probably chasing towards the cells that just fired off. Probably I would say like half hour ish ago. Which these cells, I mean, especially the one near Kinmundy and not sure about the one near Dixon, but definitely the one near Kinmundy looks to be the healthiest of the ones. Although it's not tornado warned or anything right now. So definitely something to watch for with those. Still got a little bit of hook on the one over near Bloomfield, but doesn't seem like it has as healthy of an inflow as it did earlier.
Or they just updated the hail. It's now over. Went from nearly an inch to a half to now an inch and a half. They've updated one of the tornado warnings.
I think it might have been the one near, well, over Brazil,
Yeah,
Indiana. They still got the one on the backside, which is going for another 7 minutes. So I guess they're probably letting that one expire out. If we do have rotation, it's gonna be right over the airport there. You see stronger velocities on one side and weaker velocities on the other.
in West Virginia, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning.
New severe thunderstorm warning over in West Virginia for course ice hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Oh wow, that is there's definitely a cell. Quite my nose is about to explode. There's got a cell over here east of Pikeville. Might have a little bit of side lobe contamination on it, but there might be some rotation on that one there.
Contamination. Don't know what that is.
Basically, side lobe contamination shows velocities. It's basically like a radar artifact that shows velocities that are stronger than what they actually are with the radar beam. Like you see, all you got this yellow and a green here, but that would be back over here if there was actually rotation.
Party cheese VRB right now.
I'm still surprised. We haven't seen his appearance yet in the chat yet. Usually he'd be joining the stream by now. Seems like it was updated one of the Speedrunners mornings. This one near Indianapolis. Still, of course, I sail 60-mile-per-hour winds. And they are now allowing that tornado warning on the backside of the cell that produced the tornado earlier to expire within the next 5 minutes. So got
By
this
the way,
tornado warning still going on for 20 minutes.
chat, I just want to say you might do this again, and but goodbye, y'all. I'm having to leave. Goodbye.
Already. Alright, so back to solo stream. Voice thing. Yeah, that was yeah. And the nice thing is, well, your microphone was I mean your microphone actually, like properly working as well. So there's that. Different mic, yeah. And not the one that your other mic that sounded like it got ran over by four different tanks. This 20 warning. Yeah, okay, so they just set this one to expire. So we got 2 tornado warnings right now. They're expiring within the next 3 minutes. We'll be down to 3 tornado warnings. Because once those two expire out, we'll have 1 tornado warning in Indiana and then the 2 over in Illinois. Which we haven't seen too much from this cell here. Still waiting to see what this particular cell here over near Kinmuddy and Alma is gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna be right back while we're I would say kind of in a not as active state, I guess, but I'm gonna be right back real quick. All right, we're back. Or I'm back. We're back. Back at the back. I don't know. All right, so we just had 2 tornado warnings expire out. We still got the 2 tornado warnings actually going on. Well, technically it's 1 tornado warning, but one is extension the other. I'm guessing it's like that. Yeah, that's why, because one is Paducah's area of responsibility, and the other being Central Illinois. Or actually, no, that's St. Louis. Actually, LSX. KLSX. Yeah, I think the cell over near Indianapolis at this point is likely at this point more outflow dominant compared to it being inflow dominant. It's getting darker over here. I mean, it is 5:30 in the afternoon, not quite the evening yet. Bumped my headset here. Although even with the cell over here near Indianapolis being outflow dominant, it's still something I want to keep an eye out on. Although I can't imagine the environment is, I mean, favorable right now for these cells at this point. Although the little jet could come into play here with some of these cells, so we'll see what happens. But I don't think we're really gonna see too much out of this cell for right now, at least. Mainly just a wind and also hail threat going towards the Indianapolis area with this particular cell, and then obviously we have the cells to the west of that. This is probably gonna be at this point turning into one big, at least with the ones all this here, and it will probably turn into one big blob of rain and storms. This will probably stay discreet for probably next, I would say, probably next couple hours probably. Other than that, right now, once again, still gonna be kind of keeping an eye on some of the cells out here in Illinois, um, especially with the ones that are close to a low. Considering when you have storms that are close to a low, not all the time, but when you have storms that are close to a low pressure, you have enhanced vorticity, so that gives storms a bit of spin. So we'll see what happens on the west side of Illinois. Although not expecting too much. Let me go to day one. So yeah, I mean, we definitely had a strong tornado today so far. With that significant, I mean, I think I don't know how many tornadoes we've had in particular. I think we had a few of them so far. Maybe like I think 5 tornadoes so far. Maybe a little bit more than that. But which I mean, the tornado threat was the main threat for today. So I mean, we definitely saw a tornado threat today. We're not definitely. I mean, we're not close to finish with severe threat for today, but. We also do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. For both like small nickel-sized hail at 6 mile per hour winds. There's a little bit of hook on this one here near Saline City. Also, I keep forgetting if you start the this thing here. That is the one nice thing I do like about weather-wise is if you because on Radar Omega on mobile you don't get this like timeline to scrub through. On mobile with weather-wise, you do. That is the one thing I liked about the mobile apps. Mobile app for weather-wise compared to Radar Omega. Look here, let me go back a little bit. Because this thing seems like it's been doing a lot of mergers as it's been heading towards the Indianapolis area. Yeah, this is the area I'd be watching for down here. Hopefully shouldn't be doing too much, but all right. So it did just go tornado warned. I was saying hopefully it shouldn't be doing too much, but it did just go tornado warned. So it's gonna be for Beech Grove, Centerton, Brooklyn, Fields, Exchange, Waverly, Fox Hill, and basically anywhere south of Mooresville, Indiana. That's in the red polygon for this tornado warning right now. You're all in this tornado warning right now. So if you're in it, make sure you go to the lowest power bill in your home, most secure power bill in your home. If you obviously, if you're in the basement, you're gonna want to get in. If you don't have a basement, you're gonna want to get into the most interior power bill in your home. Although one thing I will say, I don't know how many mobile homes are in this area. So I imagine those in mobile homes may or may not have a plan. But if you do have a plan, get that plan in action. As a tornado warning now. Or what is going on the floor down below me? Also another thing. Wait, do we have Oh, we do actually have view of this. I think on radar here with the terminal radar. Although maybe not the best view of all time, but it is there. We also are getting close to the radar site, so we're gonna have like stuff like this where it's kind of like looks like it got like knifed and chopped into half and stuff. That's the best. That's the best way I can describe it. So I got another 6 minutes on this tornado warning storm down here. They're probably gonna let that expire out. Same with this one here. Otherwise, I have a feeling for the most part with because this is becoming all linear here for the most part. So that will probably turn into instead of it being a discrete cell mode or semi-discrete discrete mode for supercells, we're gonna be seeing more of a wind threat coming out of this line of storms here. Although I wouldn't be, oh, I would be surprised, but also not surprised if it does organize a little bit more if we have a embedded tornado threat. But I don't think we're really gonna see too much out of this line here when it comes to the embedded tornado threat at this point. Now let me go back over here. Still got these two tornado warnings going on. This is going on for another 5 minutes. I'll probably like to expire out. Otherwise, they did just issue a severe thunderstorm warning for quarter-size hail at 6-mile-per-hour winds. And this is down to half-dollar size hail here with 6-mile-per-hour winds. Potentially some rotation in there, but that's loft. Same with this one near Kinmundi. Although I'm kind of surprised the one near Kinmundi is not, at least doesn't have a zero thunderstorm warning out with Roll Tag. Okay, so they did it just continue tornado warning for the one cell here, but now includes Bloomington, Indiana. There's got Stanford and Kirksville on there. Allen, Whitehall, Freeman. I mean, this thing's. I mean, it's been maintaining its hook for a while, but not as much of a. I wouldn't say it's as much of a hook as what we saw earlier when it did produce a tornado. Let me check the I need to turn off the severe weather outlook on Radar Omega so I can take a clear look at this. So I'm trying to see where specifically that area rotation would be, which the area of rotation to be would likely near be Calvertville. Also, I need to change my display back on Radar Omega back to gray presentation. My nose is. Bro, it's like that was like one of those like things that was like you're about to like sneeze or feel like you're about to sneeze, but then it just goes away. Are you kidding me? So all that tingling in my nose just for nothing. Watch as I like jinx it and I sneeze, which I feel like I've got to do right now. There we go. Now the sneeze comes out after I just now now it comes out. All right, we have a tornado warning back over in Illinois for Sheboygan, Confidence, St. James, St. Paul, St. Peter. There's a lot of saints in this area for town names. Oh, now Radar Omega wants to work with the sound effects. Wow, it only took like an hour. Bro, what is happening? Is it just repeating this sound? Just like. Because sometimes it refresh. Yeah, that's why it's. Hold on, I need to mute that. Yeah, it's literally refreshing all the alerts at once. Jesus. Talk about being loud. Once again, but yeah, anyways, once again, that's gonna be in Illinois. Your air rotation is gonna be between Augsburg and Sheboygan. Although this is far from radar, so it's gonna be more like over here with rotation. Although, how far behind is reflectivity? Okay, everything's pretty much up to date for the most part. So more than likely, just rotation aloft or um side lobe contamination or a combination of both. But this doesn't seem like side lobe contamination. It looks like more than likely rotational loft. Also, another thing too, we have a severe dust warning over the Indianapolis area now for core size hail and 6 mile per hour winds. Right, oh my god! I swear, if you're refreshing all the alerts again, okay, I'm just gonna refresh my radar omega real quick because I don't know. I'm so glad I changed the sound effects over back to, not over back. Well, I guess changed it over to weatherwise because otherwise it'd be blasting the entire stream with radar omega sounds, with being broken for no reason. Also, like, wait, did they cancel out the tornado watch for the Kentucky area? They did. So they updated the tornado watch, and Kentucky's no longer, well, at least portions of it is no longer in. It's no longer in the tornado watch now, so it looks like they're not really expecting too much in terms of tornado threat anymore for the areas in Kentucky. So I would say, I want to say like very localized, but it's local in terms of between Illinois and also Indiana for the tornado threat today. It looks like. So who's where? Adam Lucio's there. Here for McMahon. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the side here. I'm gonna switch over to Brandon Kopic because he's over on the Illinois side here. But yeah, if you guys actually want to watch, I can link his stream in the chat here. Why not? Fortunately, I wish I could actually use the stream, but I don't have anything quite set up yet when it's Storm Chasers. And okay, no, I'm gonna close out of Radar Omega completely at this point because it keeps refreshing the alerts and blasting my ears. And I don't like it. Like, if I wanted my ears being blasted by sound, I'll go listen to music on Spotify or something. I don't know. Still got a bit of a hook still on the tornado warning over in near Indianapolis here. Still waiting to see what that ends up doing. We are close to radar, but I mean, there's a chance this could produce if this does tie it up a little bit more and has a little bit more of a hook on it. Did they issue a tornado warning on the backside of this? They did. Okay, that's a weird way to how this goes right here. Alrighty. Because I don't see. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's where the severe darkstorm warning went. So this is still the severe. There's not two tornado warnings laying on top of each other. The severe darkstorm warning is literally like the size of a fry. It literally is blending into the red. Amazing. Also, I just realized this is the 100th stream I've done on this channel. And this got condensed. There we go. Yeah, now you can see the severe dose warning that got hidden. Still, that's still the most interesting thing I've seen, where the colors are so close. Well, I would say so close in proximity. So close in like shade. I don't know what to call it. With the colors on weatherwise, but yeah, the once again the severe dose warning color like camouflaging into the red. Amazing. All right, so we are down to two tornado, actually three tornado warnings. Because you got this tiny one over near Indianapolis still. They may let that one expire out. We'll see. I do want to take a look at the IM bot monitor real quick as well. See if we got anything on there. I swear there was a way to look at damage assessment. Well, there is damage assessment, but it's not what I'm looking for. in terms of any damage reports. And a tornado warning over here near Bloomington, Indiana just got updated. Still radar indicator rotation. With half-dollar size hail. Looking at the damage assessment PNS, anyways. LIX, which if I'm not mistaken, that is. I don't remember what office that is. February 15th. Oh no, wait. I just realized LIX. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not the. That's a completely different tornado I'm thinking of here. Because over on on Valentine's Day we did actually have a tornado outbreak actually, which a lot of those tornadoes were QLCS tornadoes. I don't know what happened to severe dust warning there. Like disappeared for a second. I'm gonna do this. That's a little bit better cropping, I think. It's a little bit more centered. All right, so yeah, they're letting that expire out, so we don't really have a tornado threat. What the cell now looks like. So right now, for most part, with our tornado threat, it looks like we will be focusing over on Illinois now, potentially, and in the cell over near Bloomington, and almost say Illinois, but Bloomington, Indiana. Nose. I swear, I don't know if it's allergies or it's sinus issues. Could be sinus. Not radar. My God, Discord being broken. That's fun. That tornado warning. So we'll have one. Wait, yeah, one after that tornado warning expires over here in Indianapolis, near Indianapolis. We'll have one tornado warning in Indiana and then the other in Illinois. What did I just do? I did like the weirdest way to refresh Twitter I've ever done. Okay, cool. Checking a couple things here and there. Oh, whoa, okay. This just went back to observed. So we are back to a observed tornado warning. This is likely a tornado that, let's see here. Emergency management confirmed tornado, confirmed where I was located 8 miles west of Bloomington, moving east at 40. So if we do have a tornado, it's likely going to be in here. And this seems to be, I mean, broad area of rotation too if we have a tornado on the ground here. Although that's a weird spot for there to be a tornado. I would expect to be more down here where there's a hook, but we also do have a new tornado warning, which now includes well, it did. I think the last one included Laclede, but now we got another tornado warning which now includes Watson, Edgewood, and Mason, Illinois. Definitely not the deepest CC if there indeed is a tornado ground here. Let me go over to the Radar Omega, even though I did just close it out like not too long ago. See if I can have a bit of a better view here. Yeah, that is a big old area of velocities here. Jesus Christ, I forgot that Radar Omega is broken, man. Also, definitely, I will say there's, I mean, just looking at this side here, there's definitely some side lobe contamination going on this one here. So it's gonna be probably a little bit difficult to see exactly where this tornado is at, in terms of looking at where velocities are at. But although, kind of narrowing it down to here, where there's not all this over here, that would be likely where the tornado is at, going towards Highland Village. Which let me look at 9036. So we at least have a potentially is at least a significant tornado potentially going towards well, we do potentially have at least a significant tornado right now going towards potentially or potential significant tornado going towards Bloomington, Indiana right now, but hard to confirm exactly right now. Would be nice if there was cameras out here, but I mean, what you gotta do is sometimes when you don't exactly have a view. Once again, this was emergency management confirmed. Oh. Um. So I just saw a notification update uh from my Twitter. Um. This just went PDS. Once again this is a PDS tornado warning. You are definitely like I want if I mean when it comes to tornado warnings you should get to your safe place in first place, but especially now, you should definitely get into your safe place. We have a PDS tornado warning ongoing for the Bloomington area here. And there's our CC right over near Highland Village. And one of the tornado warnings updated over here. Once again, this is a PDS tornado warning. What this means there's a large and deadly tornado on the ground. Yeah, that is definitely a debris signature right in there. I mean, look at the velocities before on the last scan. That is tight rotation. This is the second PDS tornado that this particular cell has produced. We also knew mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. We'll take a look at that in a second here. Right. Once again, all right. So we're gonna go back to our PDS tornado warning real quick. Well, I would say real quick, but we're gonna be kind of focusing on our PDS tornado warning right now. With this cell here, there's still I still have a little bit concern on this cell over near Indianapolis here because there's a bit of a dog leg hook on it. But once again, if you're in any areas, make sure you are in your safe place. We have a PDS tornado warning ongoing and a tornado that is on the ground right now. They're not seeing as much of a tight area rotation as the last couple scans. Although if we do still have a tornado, it's gonna be going actually right into the downtown area of Bloomington here. We may not have as strong of a tornado, but once again, still continue to stay in safe places as you're still on a tornado warning, particularly a PDS tornado warning, which is particularly dangerous situation. Zoom in a little bit here. Actually, I do want to go back a little bit on CC. Well, previous radar scans at least. So you can see, are actually the initial, like where it started to strengthen here. Our initial debris signature where it started strengthening was basically right over. Obviously, CC is not going to be to the scale of the actual tornado, but um, the CC drop is basically right over the airport and some of these houses over here, and then that moved into the Highland Village area. Luckily, some houses over here are going to be pretty damaged. There also is a elementary school over this area. It looks like too, and then looking at the next few scans here, not as deep of a debris signature. It does look like we just have rotation at this point. There's a chance that this did just occlude here. Still continue to stay safe places if you're in Bloomington and east of Bloomington as well, such as from Wayport, Fleener, Lanham, Night Ridge, Belmont. New mesoscale discussion. Although the mesoscale discussion that just came up from the Storm Prediction Center is for the snow that's ongoing in Iowa, particularly heavy snow. I need to drink some water. Ugh. Looking at the latest velocities and CC, not really seeing a whole lot at this point in terms of a tornado. We will see what they do with the next few minutes or so here. If they do end up continuous as a PDS tornado, or if they drop it to observed and then just radar indicated. It's radar indicated just being rotation and not anything confirmed to be on the ground. Salvatore Apostate on this cell here. Although not really seeing a whole lot in terms of rotation like it was earlier. Let me go back a little bit. I think it was when it was it was down here, and then not really seeing a whole lot at this point in terms of rotation on that cell. This cell over near Laclede and Edgewood still has a bit of a meso on it. And that tornado is still going for another half hour. 18 minutes on this side here, but basically half hour on the other. Because these are just the main reason why it's like this is because of the area responsibility for warnings and stuff. Actually got a severe thunderstorm warning over near Rushville. Actually, I didn't realize that. And that's definitely side lobe contamination there, southwest of Rushville. See if we got anything up here. I don't think we do. Probably just general showers and storms up here. Although our severe threat does go all the way up here with the hail threat, actually, apparently, and not the wind threat. Okay. I don't know what if that was like a hiccup or what. I got another severe reduction warning, half dollar size hail, and also 6 mile per hour winds. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these cells over here are, I mean, not that we couldn't see rotation with them. I wouldn't be surprised if they are starting to become the case where we're going to be seeing more of a hail threat out of them compared to a tornado threat. But obviously, that'll be something we'll have to see within the next hour or two. And yeah, this cell is becoming more outflow dominant with yeah, this is now no longer PDS. This They did keep the observed, however, though. Also another thing too, I am eventually got to eat in the soon here. Cause it's 6:14 Central Time. Oh, so they did actually end up issuing a tornado warning for this area here, for Rushville, Browning, and Frederick, Illinois. There's a case. I have a feeling with this cell over here that just went tornado warned. I have a feeling a lot of that could be because of the vortex. Yeah, I mean unstable atmosphere. Let me go over to the meso now. At this point right now, it's probably more than likely just gonna be rotation. Still got observed tornado tag, although not really. Once again, not really seeing anything much out of this. All right, yeah, it's literally nighttime at this point now. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, the surface of 1 kilometer shear is going up because you got the little jets starting to kick in. Yeah, I don't know if we'll really see much of a severe threat in the northern Illinois section of this severe threat for today, but I mean, we'll keep an eye on the severe threat through tonight, but I think most of our severe threats should stay to where we're looking at right now. Yeah, I am very hungry right now. Check back on Discord. And they updated it probably to condense it, but it's all keeping observed. It looks like. And it looks like the tornado warning over here in Illinois also just observed. It looks like weather spires confirmed tornado near Laclede. So we have a tornado over here in Illinois now as well. I'm surprised there's no tornado. There's probably gonna be a tornado warning on this one soon here. All right, there we go. That just also went tornado warn now as well. This is gonna be for Burt, Winter Road, Bogota, Latana, and Wheeler in Illinois. Definitely, these are definitely. I mean, some areas. I mean, they're broad, but definitely some stronger areas rotations so far with these two. Well, definitely be something to watch for if they do end up producing or not. I do have a feeling though, once this one gets a little bit more towards east towards this cell could produce a tornado, as because this would be basically like a nudger here. Apparently, one of the ASOS station over in the airport. Yeah, the airport ASOS station reported a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust from the tornado. All right, they just extended that tornado warning just now down to the radar indicated, which includes a bunch of places over here, man. Holy. So we got Nashville, Indiana, Clarksdale, Columbus, Taylorsville, Bean Blossom, Taggart, Nine V, and Edinburgh, and Indiana. I have a feeling I did not pronounce this one here correct. I most likely didn't pronounce it correctly, actually. So it must be a weak tornado going on over here when this one observed. Because not it doesn't really have too big of a CC drop. Although obviously not all the time you're gonna have big CC drops with tornadoes. So check back on the tornado warning up here. Might still have some rotation in there, but it's not super strong at this point. Definitely, once again, still watching this one here eagerly because this one definitely could produce. Because this cell back here is gonna be like a merger or a nudger merger type of deal here. So I could basically nudge it into producing a tornado. I am becoming concerned about the area near Charles Mac here. Although it looks like just mainly wind. When it comes to at least looking at the velocities on that. Still something to keep an eye out though. That looks concerning to me. Oh, looking at the shear vectors, I'm gonna be honest, they're slowly starting to become not as favorable. So it could see more of a linear mode with some stuff here. All right, still got two tornado warnings. One of them's gonna expire with the next 2 minutes here, which is that one tornado warning over near Bloomington that's about to expire with 2 minutes, and then we still have the one over here. I'm definitely gonna need to get food in a second here, which I have food over here, but still. Line that not tornado warning, severe dust warning to expire out. Still watching a sell here because I mean, not exactly the wind velocity of C for a tightening of rotation for a tornado because it'd be back over here, but still something to watch for just in case. But the cell should be mainly, for the most part, should be running out of out of the environment where it can produce. But once again, well, keep an eye on it just in case it does end up going tornado warned again, because this was a cell a couple hours ago that went tornado warned, or not a couple hours ago, but maybe half hour ish, about a little over half hour ago. And still got this tornado warning still going in our 15 minutes, which covers both Ray and Browning, Illinois. All right, so 121 just expired out, and this is back to radar indicated. I don't think we have anything in terms of confirmed just anymore, so we can take not that, but this. All right, there we go. We're back to the correct graphics here for, well, correct graphics. I don't know how to pronounce that, but the graphics to where we don't have confirmed tornado anymore. There we go. And they did just issue a severe dust warning ahead of this. It looks like. Still, of course, I say on 6 mile per hour winds. No tornado pause tag on it. My palms itching now. Great, amazing. The cell here is becoming concerning. I'm surprised this isn't tornado warned yet. Bro, what is going on? I've heard doors like slam like 5 times in a row. You guys probably, well, if you guys have headphones, you could probably hear it, but yeah, no, this cell, I mean, it has a hook, but it seems to be the case of outflow dominant right now. And the tornado watch disappeared apparently. Alrighty then. This tornado watch still going until 9 p.m. EST, which I've had this on Central Time the entire time. I just realized, and not Eastern. Well, I guess not realized just now, but I don't know how to explain it, to be honest. But after today, I don't know when we're going live next because I mean, there's not really anything. I mean, tomorrow for the march. There's a marshal tomorrow and also Saturday, but tomorrow is they have it outlined as like hail threat. We have another cell down here. I think this cell been going on for a while, or yeah, this cell has been going on for a while. It's been doing a lot of merger type stuff, but it does have 12 polsec on it. So once again, gonna be watching that. Um, I mean, I mean, to be honest, there's not a. And other than we got four, well, technically four tornado warriors. Three of those both spare out with the next 10 minutes. We'll see which ones end up getting extended or not. These are look like they're trying to merge together, but they just quite haven't gotten to that point, and they're staying semi discreet for the most part. Yeah, this is pretty much just outflow dominant. They had a hook on it earlier, but it's literally just outflow dominant now. Give us a special weather statement all the way up here for, yeah, it's pretty much just wind, pretty much. I'm kind of curious. I do want to take a look at the euro. See if we got anything. Because I can imagine with this particular, yeah. Let me bring over the COD forecast mouse site over to this. That is not what I want to do. Okay, there we go. All right, they just issued a severe dust warning for this thing now. Surprised that wasn't issued earlier. 6 mile per hour winds most likely gonna be the main threat out of that. Just saw a new tornado warning pop up. Alright, that's the tornado warning there. Same areas again. These cells are really close together. That tornado warning could be going for an hour. That's gonna be another Illinois tornado warning there. Looks like they're allowing this tornado warning to expire out. Storm Bush prompted it, is moved out of the area. One thing I will say that's been consistent all day is you've been kind of just bouncing between the amount of tornado warnings between like 5 or like 7 tornado warnings, depending on what's going on. Waiting for some of these tornado warnings to expire out. Check back up on the cell over here. Which, I mean, we still have probably a little bit of a hook on this thing still, but I mean, still gonna be keeping an eye on this thing in case it decides it wants to recycle and produce another tornado. Because this thing went like outflow dominant and then had like nudgers on the southwest side of it and then produced again. So I just realized this town name is called Cornbrook. That is quite the name. Take a look at GR2. And see what kind of. So we got $half size hail report over near Worthington. Half size over in. What town is this? Freedom. And then I got. Wish some of these icons would work. I know I have on the place file manager. like different like MPing reports and stuff, but some of them just don't let me hover over and read what it is. Got a few hail reports over in the southeast side of Indianapolis. Looks like over near Southport and Greenwood. And we have a severe dust warning on top of these tornado warning. What is going on here with this area? That they're it's like they're like playing Jenga with the warnings and stuff. All right, just had a couple tornado warnings just expire out after like 3 minutes. It took a while for them to expire. They should disappear in a second. Right, when are some of these alerts got to disappear, man? Okay, there we go. I said go play the thing, and then they disappeared. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're down to 2 tornado warnings after like the past like 2 hours and a half, basically. Potentially some broad rotation on this one here. Definitely some silo contamination in this one here, because we also could have the case where we have a low precip area of rotation on that one, but if we do have rotation, it's likely it could be over here, where we have the tornado warning going on right now. The cell straight up just looks like just outflow at this point on us with this 20 warning storm over Columbus, Indiana. Noblesville. Guessing that's all the way up here. I'm guessing Noblesville, Indiana. Which right now, I mean, for the most part here in if you talk about Noblesville, Indiana, which is where I'm assuming, it's pretty much just rain, to be honest. Maybe some gusty winds to the west over here, but yeah, Noblesville, Indiana looks to be fine for the most part. We have a new tornado warning in Illinois for Newton, Hunt City, Rose Hill, and Yale. Yeah, broad area rotation. So it looks like for in terms of tornadoes, our threat is kind of shifted over back to Illinois again here. Although I wouldn't rule out something trying to do another spin up of a tornado threat over in Indiana, but right now these two cells, one over near Columbus and then one over near Knightstown, are the two that I'm kind of have a little bit of concern for when it comes to tornado threats still, but Why do I was gonna say I feel like I just like slingshotted my entire like screen to get over here. Check back constantly checking on itself between over here in Illinois and then the ones back in Indiana. This still has a 12 pulse tag on it, but I'm really not seeing much on this one anymore. It's like the least tornado looking storm I've ever seen in my entire life. But again, even sometimes with the least looking storms ever, sometimes they produce a tornado. Potentially some type of debris signature there near Falmouth. Even though the velocities are not super tight, I mean, you could still have like a weak tornado with those kind of velocities. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Falmouth. Some of these sorts. Oh, let me actually. Falmouth. There's a chance they just let this expire out with this tornado warning, which right now seems to be the case. Over here and near Columbus, all the way from Columbus all the way up to Edinburgh, Indiana. Yeah, still. I mean, right now it still looks to be outflow dominant with this supercell up here. Because kind of struggling to like maintain a hook. And it's having like a dog leg shape. Still think we potentially have a weak tornado over near Falmouth right now. Still radar indicator, looks like. So basically, so far, I mean, other than how long ago was the last time we had a confirmed tornado? Let's see. I go back to my stream here. Looks like 25 minutes ago. That's how long it's been since we've had a confirmed tornado. Although I still think we have a weak tornado going on over near Falmouth right now. Because, I mean, the CC has been pretty consistent. Alright, so I got 5 minutes on this tornado warning over in Indiana. That's probably just be led to expire out. Do you have more storms initially on west side? I think those storms have been going on for a while, actually. Wouldn't be surprised if there are some storms that are still initiating. I got 4 minutes on this tornado warning. I need to eat something. I got a burrito. I need to put it in the microwave though. If I can get this damn plate to separate. Okay, so they're still continuing that tornado warning apparently. Okay. So now this tornado warning includes Petersville, Newbern, Hartsville, Harris City, Horace, Milford, Adams, Downeyville. So if you know those areas, make sure you're safe place. And now a tornado warning. All right, so we're still gonna be sitting at 3 tornado warnings. What is the instructions for this burrito? 60 seconds per side. What? Alright, so I gotta flip the burrito. Alrighty. And then afterwards, I gotta let it sit for a minute. Okay. Alright. Burrito is being microwaved. I wonder if this particular cell's still writing some kind of boundary here. And that's why it's still tornadic. I do want to check back up on watch duty real quick. All right, so with watch duty, we got poor farm fire, 5,500 acres. All right, I see why it says minute per side, because the other side was still kind of frozen. All right, so anyways, as I was talking about with the fires here, Hoppy Hill fire, 236 acres. Poor farm fire, 5,500 acres. You got vegetation fires. This one was 30 acres. A lot of these are in Oklahoma here. Got Arkansas Stasis Turkey fire and 90 acres. Got a couple fires up here in Missouri. Most of the fires, though, have been occurring over here in Oklahoma and Kansas. And they finally got the outline for the perimeters and stuff for the Ranger Road fire. And you got the Morning fire, which almost 1,000 acres there. You got the Lavin fire, 18,000 acres. 8-ball fire. So some of these, I imagine with the winds calm down now, I imagine they're able to check and see what the where the fire specifically went and what happened to this burrito. What happened in the microwave? Like, what happened here? All right, back to actually. Hold on. There's Tomahawk Fire, which has an outline too. Looks like it impacted mainly a just wildlife area. Looks like there are buildings in the area, which are farms. But anyways, back to weather-wise. Still 3 tornado warnings, which are all going for the same time. Not really seeing a whole lot at this point, other than maybe some broad rotation, although some of it is outside, so it could be just side lobe contamination. They did extend a tornado warning down here towards Booz and St. Mary, it looks like. St. Marie, Illinois. So sometimes it's like a second after I realize, oh wait. I'm right back. I'm ready. So we definitely have a bit more of a hook again on this cell here. But yeah, there's the reason why it's still tornadic. But so I've been watching this one up here as well, but it hasn't been doing much. Like this one has been hooking, not no tornado warning, but this one has, and it has been getting tornado warnings. I don't know. Where I need there's no way I'm gonna be okay. That's a spoon. Cause there's no way I'm gonna be able to eat my burrito normally because of how like lopsided it is. Like what happened here? Like I don't know what happened. Seriously, I don't know what happened in the microwave that it did this. Let's see here, because this is what is this? Cheesy Canadian bacon. So it's got bacon and cheese in it. It's actually pretty good. Oh, it's got like one of those like for my ear, and then just like maybe like something. I don't know how to explain. It's like you get like weird like weird you get a weird feeling in your ear, and then your entire body shakes. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, welcome back to Weather Overground food reviews. I give this out of five a five. But seriously, this is actually a pretty good burrito. Like I'm not even kidding. Bacon and cheese. Mm. Also, I think for the case of the tornadoes today, I don't know if we had like a lower end tornado outbreak or we straight up just had like a tornado outbreak. I forget what the criteria is for a outbreak is. Can you tell that severe weather has been slow? At least on the tornado end of things. Because before the Valentine's Day stream, the last time I streamed was a month ago. It was a morning stream in January, which I wasn't expecting to quite do. I was like, I felt kind of half awake during that stream. I think wouldn't be the first time I've gone. I think that's one of the earlier streams I've done in a while, as well. Because the last time I did a stream that early was Hurricane Melissa's landfall. Looks like they'll probably end up canceling out this tornado warning soon here. Let me check back up on this cell here. Yeah, definitely. I mean, because you got your inflow in here. Not really a whole. Well, you have your inflow here. Have your hook kind of here-ish. Although it's more like a dog leg. So kind of like that. Kind of a rough sketch, but should give the at least a relative idea of what we're looking at. Seriously, this thing up here has been hooking for a while. I'm still surprised it has not gotten a tornado warning once during its lifetime here. At least from the past half hour. No, when it was down here, it got a tornado warning, but not now, I guess. So I guess lifetime would be accurate, I guess. I don't know. Is there cheese in here? Wait, did I say cheese? Is there cheese in here? As I said, is there eggs in here? But no, it's just cheese. That looks like egg. Wow, I can. Can you guys tell I can English really great sometimes? Get my mouth. Bro, this is like stuck to the plate. Get off the plate. Okay, there we go. All right. All right. Well, I'm good on food, I think. Oh, hey, Perry cheese. Yeah, you have made an appearance. Yippee! I don't know why I did that. And that man, it didn't matter. Voice? I don't know. Yeah, what's up, man? Been covering severe weather for actually 3 hours now. It doesn't even feel like it's been 3 hours. Been watching a couple supercells. Been watching this one could be need to be watched again because this one did produce. I think it produced a tornado briefly earlier, but I don't. I think it might actually just been a rotation on that one. Also, speaking of weather radios, my weather radio went off. Want to know what my weather radio went off yesterday for? Uh, weekly radio test. Still got outflow dominance, supercell here. Because this thing's been bouncing back between have a hook with the inflow in it and then to outflow dominant. But then again, the environment here is, I mean, not super great right now for not great for supercells up here. So not even a shear is super great up here. Actually, no, the shear is good up here. Actually, just not in the right orientation. It's probably working off speed shear up here compared to directional. I have a box of Cheez-Its. That's the most random thing I did just then. I'm just like finding random stuff right now because right now most of our like tornado warnings right now are just for stuff that's just rotating and not anything that's producing anything. I'm also looking at GR2 on this one here with the 2 panel, and I feel like there's something of the sorts in this like low precip area here for rotate like a tornado, but can't really confirm. Has it been consistent with the CC? Maybe. We'll have to wait another frame or two for it to be the case that it indeed is. There are a couple of has cams down here. You got one in Louisville, and then I thought there was one in Lexington for has cams. Apparently not. Either that or it's not turned on right now. I know there is on Radar Omega, which even Radar Omega. Okay, apparently the whatever cameras for like has cams and stuff are not turned on in Lexington. Okay, cool. Whoa, okay, that is a cell right here. That's concerning. I mean, it's not super tight rotation, it is broad, but that definitely has a hook on it. So we got 3 cells you could be watching for. This one is still tornado warned, but I honestly have not seen too much out of this here. Okay, is that actually a new tornado warning, or is that just Radar Omega, like, refreshing? Yeah, it's just Radar Omega refreshing. Okay. Sounds about right for Radar Omega. It's literally grape juice in here. It's literally just juice grape juice. Oh! Okay, apparently I had already a chocolate milk in here. Okay. I did not realize that. Finish off these cookies in this box here, because the other day my mom had Samyak cookies delivered. Gotta take this off. Can't take this off. Oh, no, I can't. Because then I'm gonna just throw this out. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I mean, I could eat these cookies cold, but I'm gonna chuck them in the microwave, make them warm. And I'm gonna my scissors open this. I don't know what it. Oh wait, no. Okay, this is like the first chocolate milk bottle I've had that I haven't had issues opening. Because the other bottles, all right, I was like trying to peel it, trying to peel, and I'm like, bro, peel. So I had to get scissors. This one peeled perfectly fine. So I don't know what the hell is wrong with the other bowls. Chocolate milk and some cookies. Yeah, that is yeah. That's I know I made it warm. Um that is like soft enough that I can like break it easily. I got chocolate milk in myself. Uh, I realize I'm breaking my own rule of not drinking milk during stream, but know what we ball. All right, they issued a severe thunderstorm warning on the cell. No tornado power tag on it. So it looks like they're gonna probably let the tornado warning expire out. Man, if we don't have anything after these tornado warnings, man, we'd be probably good to go for tonight. And I mean, and it is winter. I mean, sometimes you could have super weather subs that that go for a long while into the night. I mean, literally December 28th of not last year, 2024. That literally went into the like AM hours and whatnot. But of course, everything, of course, the environment and all that was way different, obviously compared to today. But I mean, other than that, man. All right, so they're allowing to expire this. They're allowing the smart warning to expire out at next 6 minutes, and then we'll be just down to the Illinois tornado warnings. Excuse me. I don't know what sound just came out of my mouth, but that burp. Oh, I just prevented that one. That moment when you prevent a burp. And as it should. And we got three. I mean, this tornado watch goes till 9 a.m. Not 9 a.m. 9 p.m. EST or 8 p.m. Central. This is an hour. Expires in 3 hours. Was this extended for some reason? They did drop the outlook to a slight, so no longer have that enhanced risk in place. Update my title real quick. World's longest 2 minutes. And all tornado warnings have expired. So now we just have severe dust warnings going on. Still have a tornado watch still in for another couple hours here, but I think for the most part, I think unless we have something going on with these cells back here, I think severe threat should be mostly done for the most part. Yeah, it's pretty much done for tonight with the severe threat, from what I can tell. 'Cause, I mean, we really haven't had too much in terms of all right. Well, I think that's be it for this stream. Throat. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in the next stream. I don't know when it'll be for the next stream that I do. I think this cell's pretty much done here, or at least should be for the most part. But could be a while till we do another severe weather stream, considering we haven't exactly been, other than this week, over the weekend into this week, we really haven't been in a pattern that has been favorable for severe weather like this. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys next stream. And stay safe over there.